Good evening and welcome back to Run Tell That Too. I'm Teddy and it's going to be Night Talk. It's 9:30 on January 29th, 2026. So come on in, grab a telephone, grab a glass of wine, and join me. Maybe you want to, call somebody up and tell them Run Tell That Too is live right now. All right. So let's get into something real quick. As a reminder, let me just show you. This was one of my videos from January 24th here on RunTellThatToo. And you can see the date there. That would have been, I think it would have been last Saturday. It was 4 or 5 days ago. 5 days ago. All right. Let's take a listen. Let's go full screen. Get rid of this. Hang on. Let's get rid of that. And listen carefully. Let me tell you. How can I keep it real big? Something's going to happen probably next week. She says she plays chess, right? Not checkers. She says she wins always. Okay. This is for anything out there. Anything. Anybody. Okay. Read between the lines. Anybody. You don't think she's not planning something? She said she's 4 steps ahead. That goes for anybody. Everything, even silence, everything, even moving, planning and plotting. And just when you think it's safe, and she's gonna pull something. Mm-hmm. You think I'm sitting here thinking she's not planning something? She's always planning something. Always. And it's not just me. Think big. For her, no boundaries. It doesn't matter. It's all about winning. Winning. And if she thinks she's not winning, that's not how it goes. So look around and look big and broad. It's all about winning for her. She's it's all about winning. Nothing else matters. No one else matters. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. Sounds like some weather witchery, allegedly. Listen carefully. All right. Let's switch this around. Give me a second. Maybe I'm just going to roll it back 119. Just in case you missed it. Let me tell you, how can I keep it real big? Something's going to happen probably next week. She says she plays chess, right? Not checkers. She says she wins always. Okay. This is for anything out there. Anything. Anybody. Okay. Read between the lines. Anybody. You don't think she's not planning something? She said she's 4 steps ahead. That goes for anybody. Everything, even silence, everything, even moving, planning and plotting. And just when you think it's safe, and she's gonna pull something. I'm gonna pause it right there. Now, let's just throw this up. You heard it. Switch this around. Give me just a second. All right. So you heard that. I said this week, just when you think it's safe to come out. Now, I mention this because I am not associated with Miss Kimberly Smith's litigation strategy, filings, or communications. I had to say that as a full disclaimer. Why? Because Daniel Robertson, as I thought she would, and I just need to make this clear, just that part. She responded in that other case. I was unaware of it until today, but I bring it up just like that because she's trying to make that case introduce me into that case, and that's not going to happen. Okay. I'm not part of that case. And the defendant in my case and the defendant in Ms. Smith's case is what we have in common. Outside of that, these are two separate cases, and I can speak to that because this is a tactic. This is something that this defendant has talked about since last summer as part of her overall plan to see if these can be combined or litigated. And she's trying to do something different by responding and filing. And she has mentioned me in that case and some plans for that. No, I don't have to wait for the other party to speak up. I'm only going to say it just enough. I have not talked about it in my case as many times as the defendant has tried to introduce so many different names in my case. She's taken it to another level, talking about joinder, just like she's talking about in my case, that someone has to be joined to my case and petitioning that or arguing with the court. Keep in mind, this is an individual who right now has not responded to the judge's order for her disclosure of her identity, her legal name, and postal address to the court in my case after being compelled and after, 3 different dates that were set. And now she's trying to muddy and cross-contaminate, that's what I call it, to distract from what really is going on here. All right. I already knew in my mind I would not have said what I did on last Saturday. This individual says they always win, and just when you think everything is quiet. I said it. She was just trying to make people feel comfortable that she wasn't going to respond. Are you kidding? I was just waiting for it if nobody else knew. I knew in my heart of hearts because I've dealt with this individual that she would be plotting and planning to do something different. I said, I don't know what to expect. But the judge in my case has already, third parties, I've talked about it numerous times in my filing, like a response, but not that much in detail because I'm not trying to give all of these names. They're not, what I've said is they are not involved. Just because people are content creators and just because we happen to share video comments or something like that on this platform, there are lots and lots of content creators in this sector. And she is not telling the truth. But do we believe that she would? No. I have not responded. I have not, because I'm a third party. I'm not part of that case. I don't need to send anything to that court. None of that. But what this defendant, in my case and in the other case, is trying to do is cause enough confusion and enough filings and enough material that I don't know. Maybe she thinks that the judges are going to, look at everything together. That's what she's hoping. She's even said it. She said it in the summertime. If you don't remember, I'm going to dig it up. I can't do it tonight. But I know she talked about her overall strategy is to try and blend these cases. Why? Because then it will make it convenient for her and somehow dilute what these cases are about independently. She is trying to make this seem as if all of these people are working together on this YouTube platform to unmask her. If you have heard anything recently, and I have, to be certain, I will just say it like this. I filed the motion to compel for identity last summer in my case. And we still don't have the identity of Danielle Robertson, the alias. Okay. I pause long because I wonder what I should say here. Wait a minute. Hang on. All right. Again, what this defendant attempted to do is draw or lure, I'll just say litigants, into a false sense of security. I called it out last Saturday, but you probably didn't know that's what I was doing. Although I was saying, read between the lines, listen carefully. Something is going to happen. Next week, I think something will happen. Didn't know exactly how it was going to happen, but I knew she was not going to sit idle and not respond. Even when she does it late, that's her. That's her MO. I have been dealing with this individual in a case now for over a year. We are at ECF number 1, I believe it's 33 or 34. Okay. That's what she wants people to do, to relax, let their guard down, not be aware, to not be looking like with your head on a swivel 360. And now, with the focus on her, you've got to understand the timing of this all. The timing. Suddenly, this whole joinder, suddenly. Why? Because the court has ordered her to reveal her identity. And she's doing everything that she can think of possible and pulling out all kinds of rules in the law book and this and that. And no matter what gets, knocked down, she comes up with something else. Mhm. I am not here to defend anyone's case but my own. And I don't expect anyone to defend any case but their own. Okay? It's about this individual who put my name in that case again and is talking about it. Why? Because the judge in my case, she is absolutely trying to murk these cases up. I'm only going to say a little bit, just enough. And I think it's important to say it. There's a lot more that can be said, in a filing. But I'm not going to spend my time in a filing to the court about a distraction. So I'm saying it here, just letting my audience know, because I said I would give you an update in my case. If my name is being dragged, somewhere else with a court down, the hall or on another floor, and it's continually done right now while the judge has ordered this individual, yes, I'm going to let the audience know this is what she's doing, because it does involve me. And maybe the court, is going to do something, soon about this non-compliance. Because that's what she's trying to avoid. She's trying to cause just enough so that response needs to be in a different direction, except revealing her identity and her address. That's what she has been ordered. And all of these filings She has had multiple filings this year already in my case. Okay. And of course, some would say a surprise filing. It's no surprise to me. I said, listen up to everyone. Think big, think very, very big. Because she's trying to derail this case, I'm talking about my case, trying to derail and stop the judge from ruling on any of the filings. Do you notice? This is January 29th. I don't know how the judge in my case is going to rule on all of the filings. I really don't. And like I've said, anything can happen. I'm not perfect as far as, filings or writings or whatever. I'm doing my absolute best to make my case as a pro se plaintiff in this case, to move the case forward through the door, through the threshold. And this defendant does not. Her first response this year was stay discovery. That was her first filing. Stay discovery. And the next one, the same day, followed after a notice, was a motion to dismiss the case on grounds of subject matter jurisdiction and joinder requirement, something saying that this case can't even go forward until the PPO petitioner gets joined to this case. It's suddenly that important that this case is about that. And now she's trying joinder in another case. I haven't read it. I can just, see a few things. I honestly have not read it, but I've seen my name. Mm-hmm. And I know what she's trying to do. Yeah. She said she always wins. I know she's not being honest at all. I am not anyone's best friend in another case. I am not. That's how she's trying to couch this. She's best friends with somebody on this platform, and that has been acknowledged. But what she's trying to do is just put everything in there. That's not even close to true. We're not even looking for the same thing. Read between the lines. I'll just say enough right now. because the other individual, they'll speak about their case. I'm just talking about Danielle Robertson and what she's trying to do with my name and this case that I'm in with her. And I just wonder, I'm going to remain focused. But I certainly expected something. And yes, a filing. Mhm. I said she was going to do something like this. I knew she was going to come with, she'll talk about her case. But I'll just say, you know, a motion to dismiss. Of course. She wants all cases dismissed. And of course, she's going to say jurisdiction. And of course, she's going to say service. And of course, she's going to say her name and lack thereof. No one knows her name, so people can't get it right. Well, there's an order in my case for that legal name. So she is really, I think, trying to manipulate these courts. I do. That's what I think. Based on what I'm seeing, based on her history, based on the things that she's said, yeah. Yes. And she doesn't care what she has to do to accomplish it. She doesn't care at all. If she has to lie, whatever. She only cares about one person, just one, herself. And until her identity is revealed, she's going to continue to manipulate the courts, or attempt to, I should say, and others. This is why it is so important to know who this individual is. Yes, somebody else may not want her name revealed, but there's a court that needs her name and has said to this plaintiff, when she reveals her name, then I am going to take that name and update my case with her name to be revealed, not hidden. Not to remain anonymous. That's what we need. And you see what she's doing. So we'll see how far she gets. And then at some point, when people realize that getting her name is that important, not for an unmasking party, but because it's needed legally. There's a purpose here that I have. This is not an exercise in futility. I said it last week. This is not needed and won't be for harm. This person is hiding in the shadows. It's about her anonymity plus and the things that she has said. And yes, for accountability. Who wants to stand in the way of this person being out from behind the curtain? She needs to be revealed. The court has ordered it. Do you want to go against the court? The court has ordered it in my case. And nobody, anybody, should want to stand in the way of that and hide anyone. No one hiding this person. I've heard other content creators, say she hasn't, she's still anonymous. I don't have to name him. And they applaud that she can still run from the court. Like they're cheering her on. Like, really? Like they want her to get away with this and not be held accountable. Why should she be any different than anyone else that should have to answer to the court? There's actual order. Unless the judge stays that order, nothing came in on my case today. The judge has not made one ruling yet that has hit the books so far in January. And she's trying to make it almost impossible. That's what I can say. Almost impossible for that to happen without putting one more hurdle, one more, filing or something that has to be consider this, consider that. You can't do this until you do that. Stay this. That's what she's looking for. She's asking for another stay, but this time a stay of discovery. Because she knows that next door, that threshold, once that opens up, that's why she is pulling out all of these stops. So it can be more delays, especially when she says she doesn't want to be in litigation. That's not true, because she would give her name Mhm. Again, I'm not here arguing any merits, anything. I'm just talking about some dates and behavior, and look what is happening in the course of this case and what happened since last Saturday when I said this week something. And sure enough, by the way, you can email me at unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. And yes, we're right back here on Run Tell That Too. If you haven't subscribed and you'd like to, go ahead and do that or give us a thumbs up. Please like this video. Yeah. Mhm. It's a strategy, remember? Chess. Mhm. Yeah. And so she's somewhere laughing, like, ah ha ha ha. You thought. I know what she's thinking. This is one thought she has. Believe it or not, I really believe she had this thought today. Ha ha ha. Mhm. Won't fill it in. You thought you won. I know she had that thought. I do. Because that's how she is. It's all about winning. Let me pause. It's 10:23. Okay, good. Let me take just a quick break. I'll put on something else. Um, oh, that's kind of reserved for something else. For another channel. Let's see. Um, be right back. Okay. All right. Just a pause. Yeah, we need to do that sometimes. And there's much going on. There is. But I've been on almost an hour, just about an hour. So let me go ahead and turn now to some of your comments. And yeah, we'll see how this part goes. And welcome back to Run Tell That Too. All right. Let's see, because Viva, you made it in. One of the first ones in with my moderators, Buzzball. Good evening to you. Let's just quickly. While I'm doing this, I'm looking at your comments too. Cups of conversations. Good evening. All they do is plan. That is true. I believe that, especially now. Love 777, Teddy and Mom, and all others. Yes. Let's see. A mother avatar is always watching. You like my instrumentals. I'm glad you do. Survivor official. Welcome back. You didn't get a notification, but you made it. Hope y'all are doing well. Yeah. Just if you are subscribed to this channel and or Unwind with Teddy, make sure that the notification bell is turned on. Let's see. Who else? Yeah, they love to put everyone together, but them and the people they are connected to. Good point. This person is trying to get the case dismissed. Your opinion? Well, they have filed for a dismissal. Yeah, that's their objective. For sure. Argument is moot. Yeah, she's doing a lot. Doing everything but what the judge say to, for sure. I don't know, Joanne. Says she can't say anything until she follows the judge's order. I'm inclined to think that would be great. And yes, don't forget to hit the like, MJE. Good evening. And that was Viva again. I don't know. So if you are listening without watching, the comment on the screen is, how is she even able to address anyone in the case after ignoring the judge? A great question. I don't have an answer, and the judge has not responded to that non-compliance yet. So there might be something there, but the judge got to be patient. They the judge, the clerks. I don't know how it flows through the process, but eventually it gets brought before her. And yeah, so I don't know. I would hope that she would not be able to just continue to flood the court without a response to the order. That would be my hope. Joanne says, how can she expect the judge to listen to her when she won't listen to the judge? Again, that just makes sense. It's like, who is she? It's kind of like when I talked about the police the other day. You're pulled over by the police. You see these clips on YouTube, right? And these people, and they're asked for their name or whatever. And then they start asking, saying things back to the police officer. We do have rights. I understand that. But to the point, when I watched a woman being pulled over and she refused to cooperate, and it just escalated to the point where the officer called the supervisor. The supervisor is trying to talk to her. And then at some point, he gives the okay, hit that window, unlock that door. You're coming out of that car. So, but people want to be heard, but they don't want to listen. It's my point to Joanne. It doesn't work one way like that. Who is in charge? Yeah, some people just don't take orders well. They rather give them and act. Yeah. These court cases are separate. They are. And she wants to merge them. Hi, I'll take your time. Thank you. The judge is about to surprise her. I don't know. All comments, yes, and opinions in the chat are allegedly. What she is doing is unlawful use of an electronic facility device. This is a federal. I don't know everything she's doing. I just know she's doing a lot. When what she hasn't done. Yeah. And so we'll just throw that up. Again, we're all, yeah. No one else expects anyone else, I don't think, to, yeah. It's like you don't have anything to do with anyone else's case. But she's trying to make it like a mandatory. She's trying to control. That's exactly what it is. Not just the narrative, but the case itself. How it goes. Like this is unreal. Listen carefully. Definite distraction. Yes. She wants to steer it in her direction. Again, it has to do, if you understand that part, and I think we all have heard it enough, winning. So winning, she puts on blinders and focuses on her. She doesn't care about the judge. She doesn't care about orders. She doesn't care about anything but herself and what she can do to get away with it. She said, you see, but she doesn't want me to play those receipts. She said she's going to get away with this. What is this? Does anyone remember a rant from TK bragging about the office of lawyers her office is in? I don't, if I understand that correctly. The physical office or affiliated, the lawyer that she has who she's affiliated with, something like that. Let's see. She is stupidly getting herself deeper and deeper into trouble. With someone like this, it's like, I've just never seen anything like this. In her mind, she doesn't even respond to anything on time. Not when she wants to, make it difficult. She thinks she can just waltz in, even if she's late. It doesn't matter. Rules are not made for her. She just barges in, just bulldoze. That's how I see it. Yeah. Everything, it doesn't apply to her. That's just how it seems to me. Roger Dodger. An accountability party is what I want to say. Survivor. Everybody wasn't raised right. No. Certainly not to. This is astounding. And those people who are cheering it on, they don't understand the gravity of this. Yes, follow me on all social media. Thank you. Let's see. Running from the law while acting like the law is wild. Yes, all of these special this and special that. It's amazing. Old School says the judge specifically ordered that she cannot have it both ways. Well, she did put that in, I believe it was in the report and recommendation, either 74 or 75. I could look back. But she did say you can't have it both ways. A sword and a shield? No. She cares about herself. That's it. Ivy Jacinta. You're new. Good evening. I see she struck Maggie again. She's been striking a lot of people. Yeah. You don't see Ivy. Is that person blocked you? So, what I will try to do is make sure that when I see someone new, and of course, I've already done it, but put them up on the screen because I'm not thinking, yeah, I do it because, yeah. So, Ivy, Jacinta. Well, didn't you say that again? Didn't you say that once before? Okay. Hello, Ivy. Strike Gate. You forgot to say hello the first time. Okay. All right. Strike Gate. Someone gets struck again tonight? Is that what you're saying? You guys keep putting it up here. She says she hasn't blocked anyone. Okay. All right. So, tomorrow's Friday. I don't know what'll happen. If nothing comes tomorrow, that means January will come and go without a court ruling in my case. No news is good news, but for whom? That's what they say, but you have to frame it correctly. What is this? How Juju see Ivy before anyone else? Why is Ivy? That. Okay. Let me check my email. Yeah. And I will be right back. All right, the pause because I was trying to finish up a response. And we are back. All right, check out Unwind with Teddy's community wall for update and any changes to my schedule. But you know what? I've been on now for an hour and 18, and I think I've said enough for tonight. Maybe a little bit more than I, I don't know if I should say. I could have held back, but you know what? I did say some things. hmm hmm And I think it's about to get more interesting. Yeah, we'll see. Now, I think that's going to do it for me, right? Yeah, it's time to say goodnight. I appreciate all of you who stopped by. Run Tell That Too. Maybe I will. I don't know if I will melt this down and put it on. Parts of it for Unwind with Teddy tomorrow. I might do that. Yeah, yeah. The best parts. Yeah, yeah. But that's going to do it for me. Biggest bear hugs go out to all the grizzlies and the honey bears. Now, yeah, you can go and tell that too, but now it's time to say goodnight. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Yeah, good night.